It's a One More I'm Out of Here podcast. Saturday afternoon, coming to you from the One More I'm Out of Here studios. And let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Man, you struggle with that every time.
I just wanted, trying to create a little drama.
Dramatic effect.
A little drama.
I like it.
If I would have been thinking, I would have called our buddy Zeke and had him on the show today. Because the dude has just been posting some killer shit on X.
Then why didn't you do that?
I just wasn't. The brain wasn't.
Because
I was concentrating on golf this morning. We played golf this morning.
The One More
Little
I'm Out of
indoor
Here
golf
podcast is not a priority. I get it.
I'm just saying. I kind of took. I had a long week, and
we all have, motherfucker.
After my show on Friday, I just kind of shut my brain down and here I am.
Well, God damn it.
I still sent you stuff for the podcast.
Though. You did. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, but no, Zeke has just been killing it lately. Go Zeke Arkham, go to X, look at his shit.
He is absolutely amazing. I want to introduce him and Dexter Pitts. I want to get them in the same room. This room, that would be absolutely amazing if we could make the room for it. But they have Zeke Arkham and Dexter Pitts sit there and bullshit. I wouldn't even say a word. You wouldn't say a word. Just listen to those two go back and forth.
One of the funniest things he posted after the Don Lemon arrest was, he writes, "I've obtained transcripts from the Don Lemon arrest." It's Don Lemon. "So where are the showers? How soon can I drop the soap?" The feds, huh? "No. This is just a holding cell. There are no showers." DL, "I brought my own soap. Can I pick my bunkmate? Do I swipe right or something? We're Cheyenne Nation block. I totally fight against white supremacy, but I like cream in my coffee, if you know what I'm saying."
Oh, my God.
Feds, I quit.
That is fucking good.
Oh, my God.
Hashtag Zeke Arkham. That is amazing. Because I can actually...
Where's the shower? I brought my own soap.
Yeah. I knew this was happening. I knew it was coming. No pun intended. I knew it was coming.
All right.
Holy shit.
All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. See you. Bye.
You can't top that.
But all right. So let me ask your opinion. I'm going to pull this article up with Don Lemon actually getting pulled in. He gets indicted on, what was it, 2 felonies, correct? Let's see. He had two felonies that he's being charged with, but then he's immediately released. Essentially, he shows up for his hearing. He's released. And one of the questions, and this is ignorance on my part and ignorance on some other people I know, but may or may not be firemen that I work with. We were sitting there talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So Don Lemon goes in and violates, a church, the church service and everything else. And, I'm just reporting. The question was, the guy that hit Ilhan Omar with whatever that substance was.
It is apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar,
yes.
Which I heard. I heard that as well.
Or as I saw one poster on X refer to it as salad dressing.
But he was being detained, but yet Don Lemon gets to go and just walk off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm asking you, as an older, wiser man than I am, how does that work? I don't understand. I mean, granted, that guy squirted something, or so battery. I think they're calling it battery, aggravated battery, maybe.
Yeah, well, an attack on a federal elected official, which Ilhan Omar is a crime in and of itself.
Okay.
So he's being held on that. I don't know exactly what the charge is, but
I'm trying to find it
but he should. I mean, look, the moment I saw that, I put out on X that,
I'm being completely ignorant.
Yeah,
I know that. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like apples and oranges here.
Well,
because
nobody is above the law. You don't get to break the law and get away with it.
That's where I was going.
But we have a society now where certain people are allowed to break the law. If you're a Don, at least let me rephrase that.
No, you're walking right into it.
The way the left looks at things and the way the Democrat Party currently looks at things is that certain people are allowed to do whatever the hell they want and face no consequences for it. Don Lemon, the question there is, I think, whether or not he organized and was part of the break-in of this church, or as he claims, as pure as the wind-driven snow, and all he did was, in his role as a journalist, just happened to be there covering the action. So that's going to be up for a judge and maybe a jury to decide. I think it really boils down as something as simple as that. I've been reading about this FACE Act under which he's been,
and I do not understand any of that.
No, I don't understand much about it either. But the FACE Act protects the right to religious freedom without injury, intimidation, or interference. The protest, called Operation Pull Up, was organized by an activist, Nakima Levy Armstrong, who was crying about she had handcuffs put on her and said she was the closest she came to slavery, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Targeted Pastor David Easterwood.
Yeah, cuffs and a bar in between.
Yeah, who also served as an ICE field office director, I should say. Prosecutors allege the demonstration was planned as a coordinated disruption of the church service. According to, and saying, look, these people are in church. They are entitled to the free exercise of their religion. So they've got First Amendment rights as well. According to the indictment, protesters shouted, blew whistles, interrupted the sermon, intimidated congregants, and interfered with the worship. Prosecutors characterized the event as a takeover style attack and alleged Lemon knowingly joined the group, participated in planning elements, and helped obstruct congregants and the pastor during the service. So this is what he was arrested for. But there's some irony here, because let's see. Let me get to this part of this. The FACE Act charges against Lemon carry particular irony given the law's legislative history. The FACE Act was introduced in 1993 by Democrat Chuck Schumer and Ted Kennedy
Weird.
to protect abortion clinics from violent anti-abortion protesters. Republicans and religious groups opposed the bill, arguing it was one-sided and targeted only pro-life activists. Senator Orrin Hatch of Utah proposed an amendment extending the bill's protections to those exercising their right to pray at a house of worship. Hatch said the amendment would ensure religious liberty received the same protection the bill gave abortion access, arguing that anyone who opposed the amendment valued religious freedom less than abortion. So there's all these laws about if you're at an abortion clinic and you're protesting the abortion clinic, you have to remain a certain distance away from the entrance.
Almost like fucking.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, we see them. I mean, you've driven by the Planned Parenthood up there in Mount Auburn, have you?
Oh yeah.
So you see the protesters, and they're in the same spot every day. They, if they, it's like if a woman is going in there for an abortion, and can we stipulate that men don't go in for abortions?
I think we
can we stipulate that?
I think we're good with
on solid ground here.
At least on this podcast, we are good with
that. If there's going to be any interaction between those women and the people who are out there every day, I mean, they are come hell or high water, they are out there every day with their signs, and they're pro-life people. If they get within X number of feet, and I don't know what the regulation is on that, then they will be hauled away. And God forbid they go into the abortion clinic to carry out their protests. So on one hand, you've got the pro-life people who have to respect these laws and respect the privacy rights and all the other rights that these individuals have who are going in to get abortions. And it's the same law that protects the people in the abortion clinic from the protesters outside. So here's Don Lemon and all these people who just storm into a church, people exercising their religious freedom, and that's why they're facing charges. So it's going to come down to whether or not, and look, I don't know enough about it. And everyone's trying to say, oh, it's Donald Trump who had Lemon arrested. It's Donald Trump who's doing all this stuff. I really think Trump has bigger fish to fry than worry about whether or not Don Lemon is getting clicks on his social media accounts. I really think there's more important things for Trump to do than concern himself with that. So to my way of thinking, this is not a Trump versus Don Lemon sort of thing. So it's got to take, but that's got a good lawyer.
That's the way they turn it. They turn it. Oh my God, Donald Trump fucking.
Sure. It's about Trump. It's the end of democracy, all this bullshit. So it just to my way. And I really, this is the most I've talked about this whole Don Lemon thing is right here, right now on this podcast. But to my way of thinking, I really have very little interest in it. He went in, did not enter a plea, released on his own recognizance, and he's got a hearing coming up like in 2 or 3 weeks. So I just say, let it play out then. But let the courts, let a judge or a court or jury, however it's going to play out, let them look at it, investigate it. If he was part of the mob that went in there, then he faces whatever consequences there are for that. If he wasn't, well, then it's good to go. So I don't care. I don't care enough about Don Lemon to worry about his daily comings and goings.
Well,
I really don't.
Well, and guess what? And we bit into it because Don Lemon has been so irrelevant since he got fired and doing his own podcast and his own shit. All of a sudden decided to go to Minneapolis. But where did he get arraigned? Los Angeles.
Yeah, he got arrested in Los Angeles.
Arrested in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not arraigned. That's wrong.
Yes.
Wrong wording.
He's covering the Grammys.
Yeah,
in Los Angeles.
So it's like, okay, you've been irrelevant for probably at least 3-4 years once he lost his show, but he made it a point to be in that church in Minneapolis, in the heart of all the bullshit. That's why I found it amusing. But I wasn't sure, your take on it, being a media guy, like where your thoughts were. But obviously, now we know.
Yeah, I mean, First Amendment right there in the Constitution, freedom of the press. So with that freedom comes a certain amount of responsibility, and you have to be aware of what you can do and what you cannot do.
Right.
So did Don Lemon cross that line? Well, I don't know. I don't know what all about what his actions were.
Would you have done that? Being a former street reporter way back in the day, would you have done that? Would you have gone into a church?
No, I don't know. No, I don't think I would have.
Okay, and that's it's a fair question.
But I mean, he was live streamed. But let me put it this way.
It was all staged. It was definitely staged.
I might have gone in if I felt like I don't know. It probably would have been a game time decision if I really thought that it was something newsworthy was going to happen in there, and I knew these protests. First of all, I wouldn't be part of. I wouldn't as a news person. I wouldn't be part of any protest on any side of any argument.
Let me stop you right there real quick. What network or anything is he a part of outside of his own podcast? Do you know?
I don't think he is.
He's not. So now he's just a citizen
Yeah, well, he's one of
doing
these
his
citizen
shit.
journalists.
He's doing, he's doing what they call it, freelance journalism. You as a network, you would not go in there. You would not go into a church and interrupt a service. Freelance journalism, he can do that. Obviously, he's gonna eat that shit.
Yeah, but did he? Because I've seen the video where he's interviewing the pastor.
But did you?
So
see
he's getting up in the pastor's face. So did he interrupt that service? Did he make him? Did he make himself part of the event?
The whole group.
I think he did.
Yeah, the whole group that he came in with.
Yeah,
disrupted the service, which you're not allowed to do.
Yeah,
you're not allowed to do that.
That's pretty simple, right there.
Right.
And it looks like he was look. At least it appears to me. I am. When that story broke, okay, Don Lemon was in there. And it just, the whole thing seemed a little weird to me. Why is he live streaming or interviewing this pastor in the church, like while the service is going on, asking these questions? So I think you can look at that. Is that an interruption of their church service? And to me, that seems pretty cut and dried that it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would depend on the situation. If I thought there was something newsworthy that we really needed to have, and I wanted to go in and get pictures, maybe I'd walk into, the outside area, the what do they call that, the foyer or whatever it is out front. Maybe not actually go into the sanctuary itself. I don't know, but for something like this, I probably wouldn't. It would probably depend. It would depend on the situation. I don't know if it's situational ethics. I don't know, but I wasn't there. I wasn't doing it. All I know is there's no way I would go in as a reporter and feel the need to walk up to the pastor while the service is going on, and say, "Hey, answer my question."
Well,
I certainly wouldn't do that.
The way I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, the whole reason they went in is because that pastor either A, works for ICE or has ICE connections. That's the whole reason they went in there. Because he's the pastor. So now you're disrupting his whole fucking sermon, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not a religious guy, so
the article I was reading said he was I guess either was or is or was a one-time field director for immigration and customs enforcement.
Yeah, so I mean, he's doing his thing, and you're going to interrupt that. That's where I have a problem. Meet him outside. Whether it's a side door, the front door, or the back door, I don't care. And then interview him. But then you got Lemon, with a microphone right in front of his fucking face. And he was like, this is not the place. Like, not the time or the place. Which the guy conducted himself very well, in my opinion.
Yeah, the pastor? Yeah.
I would have conducted myself in a completely different fucking manner. Promise you that. Let's see what else we got. All right, so Don Lemon, obviously we're figuring that part out. We were talking about the guy that sprayed the apple cider vinegar, if that's what it is, on Ilhan Omar, which I find that amusing as well, because there's all kinds of shit, and I'm not one side or the other. You've got liberals saying, and the leftists, everybody going, well, it was all, he needs to fry. He needs to fry for that, and then you have other people that are saying, well, he was part of it. It was all a plan. Is a plan. Now, I don't have any video of it. I've watched it back and forth. What do you think? Because when they break it down, in the one video I watched, you could see her. You could see her like sitting there, like at the podium. And this one guy broke it down, and I'm not going with it. I'm impartial. But you can almost see her, like, he's saying, like, she gave him like a nod, like, all right, now's the
You've
time.
seen that? It's the video that shot from straight on.
Yeah.
Looking straight at her. And first of all,
I have no idea.
it's amazing to me there's so many multiple angles of this particular event. There's a lot of angles there.
I wasn't going to bring anything up.
Which your typical congressperson who has a town hall meeting or whatever that event was.
It was a very small hall.
Yeah.
Like very small.
Yeah, but there was I saw at least 3 different angles, straight on, from the side, another one from a bit of a different angle. But if you look at the one from straight on, it certainly appears that when she talks about Kristi Noem, she pauses for a brief second, makes eye contact with that dude, and gives just the slightest nod of the head, and this guy jumps up and does his thing. So that's number one.
I saw it, but I was not. We have not talked about this. Him and I, we have not talked about this at all.
The other thing is, I think any normal, rational person, especially in a situation like that, especially given the current circumstances that we're under, with so much hyperbolic activity going on, that if you're in a public setting like that and you get hit with what appears to be some sort of brown liquid, unknown at the initial time what that substance was. If it's me, and I think any rational person, I don't want that on me.
Right.
And look,
we're best friends. We're best friends, and I don't want anything that you're fucking throwing on me.
Yeah. She comes from a culture where women in her culture get hit with battery acid in the face. And you can go look up, there's all kinds of stories and pictures of women in Muslim cultures who, if they dissatisfy someone in their family or their husband, whatever, they get battery acid thrown on their face, and they're permanently disfigured for life. It's some of the most horrific stuff you have ever seen. She's fully aware that things like this happen. So that had to, at some point, have crossed her mind, is this battery acid or something that is going to disfigure me or harm me in some way? I would want that off of me as soon as humanly possible. I mean, I'm probably taking that sweater off right there. And that didn't happen. And that was the thing. She was sprayed with an unknown liquid that we came to find out subsequently was this apple cider vinegar.
Which part, Will? We got a comment.
But if I don't know what it is, I want that off of me right away. So it's just strange that she said, nope, we're going to continue on. I'm going to continue on and make my remarks.
I mean, she won. Yeah. I mean, the response, like, in just like happenstance, like when he saw it, like where she was getting ready to go punch him. I was like, all right, like she reacted, cool. But then, like, when you look at it, and I'm not saying one way or another, I have no idea. But when you look at it from the other aspects, from the other angles, like you said, there's multiple angles. A lot of photographers there that were clicking pictures where most of the time, you'll get a couple clicks, let her talk, get some more clicks, whatever. They were like, click, click, click. And all of a sudden you see them all turn. But I'm curious as how, like, her people were right there. And I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist by any means. But it was just very awkward to, like, watch it. Like, I'm trying to remember who, you remember Reagan got shot?
Yep.
See the videos. The gunshot goes off, and everybody just fucking topples on. She's not a president. I get it. She doesn't have that type of security. But she had people that came there, but it was kind of laissez-faire, like, oh, okay, all right, we're going to grab this guy and hold him. And he almost could have been like, hi, waving to a camera, whatever. It was just a very awkward situation as I watched it, and I watched it over and over and over again. And like you said, the different camera angles, I was like, there's some weird shit going on.
Yeah, but the first time I saw the video was at night, and right after the story broke. So it was just a really short clip of her taking that step towards that dude, you know, actually acting as if she was the aggressor at that point. And then they got him separated, took that guy to the ground. So I didn't see anything that happened after that or before that. So my first thought is that, I mean, this kind of thing cannot happen. There's no, look, I have profound disagreements with Ilhan Omar in the most serious way possible, but I would never condone or give sanction to any sort of attack or any kind of physical violence against her or anyone else. And especially anyone else who's in an elected position like that. It simply cannot happen.
Isn't that weird, though, that we could sit here and have that conversation and say, I strongly disagree with you, but I don't want anything bad to happen to you.
Yeah.
But what's happening in Minneapolis to ICE agents, to everyone else, the left, I want to hurt you. And the right's going, hey, I don't agree with you, but let's figure this out. And maybe you're going to have some rights that want to hurt people. I get it. Everybody has those outliers. And that's what we call them, is outliers. The fact that you can say, I don't agree with everything that she says and what she believes in, but I don't want her hurt. For the people that don't like this podcast, that speaks volumes, though. Because we don't wish bad on anybody. But that's the world that we're fucking living in right now, and it's very, very frustrating. And I was talking at the firehouse yesterday to some younger people that, don't necessarily understand everything. And I'm like, it doesn't have to be bad. You can disagree. It's fine. Don't wish bad on anybody else. Now we'll sit here and blast. We'll have our times where we'll blast, the left side, but I didn't mean to overtake you.
No, I'm just listening. But Zeke Arkham weighed in on this. He said, I'm not saying the incident with Ilhan Omar was staged, but a sitting congresswoman is at an event where an unknown man gets up and sprays an unknown liquid on her.
That's scary.
She then bravely runs towards him without reflective safety reaction, as most people would do, to tune him up as her security gets there without concern for her own safety. Then, instead of taking her to a hospital to get checked out regarding this unknown liquid, she continues her speech as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
Totally wasn't staged. Totally.
I'd have been out.
Yeah.
I'd be like, shh. I mean, granted, she's a female. It's a little bit different. I'd be yanking that fucking shirt off.
Yeah.
Get this shit off me. I don't know what it is, but
I would think her security people would demand that she, that I'd get her in a back room, get this, whatever it would get it off of her.
Isolate her at least, and then figure it out.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree with that. And the fact, she was like, well, I don't know what that was.
He sprayed her in the chest area. I mean, did some of that splash up on your face? I mean, that's
some people call it tits.
Got it
right on the tits.
Could have been very serious.
Yeah.
Could have been very serious. But the story's out of the news now. So,
but which is the other part, which is the funny part of it. And like you said, like they were very laissez-faire about. They got him wrestled down. They, got him handled. There was only one or two people, and I'd have to look at the video again, but like only one or two people around her. And then she went right back to the podium. And that's a perfect observation. Like, and you're going to continue to talk. I'd be like, I'm out. I'm going into at least a green room and figure out what the fuck this is. And then, hey, somebody get me another shirt, and then I'm going to the hospital just to get fucking checked. Especially, being somebody as high ranking as she is, at least in her own mind. But yeah, I mean, and that's that whole security, the security she has is fucking bullshit. I would expect a little bit more, more aggressive. Oh shit. I'm trying to figure out the term. Well, I thought she'd have more anyway, because it looked like there were only like 4 or 5 that were there.
What, security people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
There weren't that. It didn't appear to be that many, because it looked like she was almost in a church sanctuary, like off of like a regular church, like the little room. That's what it looked like. Like you said, it was a town hall. Wasn't very crowded. The fact that she only had a couple fucking people there.
Yeah, and they should have. It's my way of thinking. They should have been on their toes enough to get between her and him.
Yeah,
at a moment's notice, and that didn't happen either. So,
well, they let him sit. I mean,
I don't know.
I can't say they let him sit front row. He was close, because I saw that, from the back angle. He was super close, but
yeah, for some reason there, and the other video I saw, there was a close up shot of him drinking out of his water bottle, while the event was going on. I don't know why that happened either. Very, very unusual. I don't know. Very weird. Just the whole thing, little bizarro world going on there.
Bizarro world.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Let's see. What do I got next? Oh, we'll go to this one. This one's funny. We'll go little humor. Stand by. It's right. Yeah. Make sure I don't get an echo.
Attention, please. Attention. If you're a crazy, liberal, ugly woman, otherwise known as crazy Karens, please go back home and annoy your husbands instead of our beautiful ICE officers. Although when you think about it, you probably don't have a husband because you're fat and ugly and annoying, and nobody will ever marry you. I know you're all wearing pajamas, but this would be a nice moment to maybe start with a little jog around the block, so you can lose some of that weight and maybe think about some of those life decisions where everything went wrong. Anyway, if you keep fucking around with that guy, you're going to get pepper sprayed, bitch. So please just, well, there you go, bitch. You kept fucking around and now you found out. Believe me.
That's pretty funny.
I'm so glad.
Obviously, not the real Donald Trump doing the play-by-play there, but
I'm so glad you said that to me.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Because it makes absolute fucking sense, though. When you said that to me and I looked at it yesterday at the firehouse, I was like, oh, this is fucking perfect.
That's pretty funny. I wonder if it's the same guy who did remember the Trump weather report?
The weather report.
The last week. That was pretty funny.
It's going to be snowy. It's going to be icy. That guy is absolutely amazing. I would love to try to get him on the podcast, to be honest with you. I keep going to that one. I don't want to go to that one.
We should do that. What's the other one I said? Oh, okay. This is another one that
this is another fun.
And I think the video of Elizabeth Warren here is real, because I know they had a number of remembrances or ceremonies or whatever you want to call it, where she's reading the eulogy for this guy. And of course, this was all before this video came out. This additional video of him came out where he's kicking the crap out of that. I mean, you got to kick the back of a car pretty hard to be able to knock the taillight out.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And they're talking about what a great guy he was, how peaceful and all, and, peace loving and all the rest of it.
And there is so much coming out of this piece of shit. There's so much more information coming out. But let Elizabeth Warren tell us about it.
Caring for people was at the core of who he was. He was incapable of causing harm. Alex carried patience, compassion, and calm as a steady light within him. Even at the very end, That light was there. I recognized his familiar stillness and signature calm composure. Caring for people was at the core of who he was. He was incapable of causing harm.
So weird how those
Alex
things happen.
carried patience, compassion.
Compassionate, calm, patient.
Yeah,
Didn't want to harm anyone.
No. Now, I will say, I know there's like conflicting reports of like whether he actually was fired from the VA a couple weeks prior. It's that I haven't seen or fact checked whether that's the case.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know it's out there.
I don't know. I don't care.
Guess what?
Two things can be true at the same time. Maybe he worked as a VA. Maybe he did great work with veterans. God bless him for that. But look, dude, yeah, you're out there, and apparently in this incident, the one we just saw, he had his weapon on him then. So,
yeah,
that was not a smart idea. Luckily, it didn't devolve into something worse than what it was. But the dude, he was asking for trouble. And when you put your hands on a federal agent, you're pretty much going to get what you deserve, man. There's a lot of people out there now saying the guy should not have been shot.
He went to go strangle to pull somebody else, but like as a shield, an innocent bystander. If you watch the video, he grabbed some chick by the neck, to make her a shield for him. You were out there doing not good things. Like, just let the fucking people do their jobs. Nobody, when he was a nurse, do you think he would be pissed off if somebody said, "Hey, you're doing that IV wrong. Hey, give me your arm. Give me your arm."
I would imagine he'd
be
wouldn't take too kindly to that.
He'd be a little bit irritated, right? I mean, granted, it's apples and oranges there, but same thing. Let them do their fucking job. And why are you out there? Why are you not at work or grocery shopping or doing something else? You don't have to be out there while these ICE agents are doing their shit. Period. And he got what he deserved, because I don't want to see anybody die, but he put himself in that position. And I'm glad that law enforcement did what they did. Because guess what? They went home to their families, because that's their main goal. Meanwhile, they're working 12, 14 hours a day, right, wrong, or indifferent, and probably away from their families, because they don't live there. They're stationed, they're positioned there. So guess what? You jump in and you do some dumb shit. Sorry. I do the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah. So look, it's all being investigated, and there will be a final disposition.
Yeah.
But to my way of thinking, the cops did the right thing. The federal agents did the right thing. It's too bad that guy had to pay that kind of price for being a clown, but you cannot interfere with, get in the way of federal agents doing their job. And you certainly can't put hands on him. And that's what he did. He shouldn't have done it. Maybe he doesn't deserve to be dead for it, but there's no guarantee how things are going to play out once you get that ball rolling. So it's a terrible thing.
Oh, I'm gonna beat up on Andrew since he's not here, even though he had the opportunity to promote in. But of course, 10 minutes before, when are we going? What do you want to do? He is traveling. He is up north, having fun snowmobiling or doing whatever it is he does up there. But I found another ex-girlfriend. So it's amazing.
Oh, for Pappas?
Yeah. So it's perfect. Woman arrested after allegedly attempting to recruit others to assassinate President Trump.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, I think I've seen him at a coffee shop with her, maybe once or twice. I'm not sure.
Wow. She looks lovely.
Yeah, she's amazing.
What does she got like on a skeleton costume? Is that was she trick or treating when she got arrested?
No, she's trying to look thinner. She's just trying to look thinner. That's all.
Skin and bones.
Out of Ripley,
That's
West Virginia,
hilarious.
a woman was arrested after she allegedly attempted to recruit others to assassinate the president of the United States. According to Jackson County Sheriff's Department, 39-year-old Morgan Morrow. Yeah, Andrew Morgan. You remember that?
Yeah.
In Ripley, West Virginia, was arrested after allegedly using social media to recruit individuals. I'm going to paraphrase. Let's see. Citing criminal complaint, law enforcement became aware of an alleged threat of violence directed toward an unknown individual, which was believed to be a public official. Speaking with the outlet, Sheriff Ross Mellinger said, when you saddle up on a horse of stupidity, you have to be prepared for the ride that follows. Which in this story, that I fucking love that. And I'm going to use that till the day I die. At this point, I'm going to use it at the firehouse. It's amazing. I told Andrew he shouldn't hang out with her, but he still continued to do it. We're just trying to do our part in making sure it's not
does whatever he wants.
It's not acted upon. I'm trying. This was her quote. That's what I want. Sure, in quotes. Surely a sniper with a terminal illness can't be a big ask out of 343 million.
That's what she said?
Yeah. That was her fucking quote.
What an idiot.
So
where did she post that? Craigslist or something?
TikTok. See, nothing good comes out of TikTok.
Absolutely brilliant.
Except all the good things that come out of TikTok. But yeah, when I saw that fucking quote, that's why I grabbed that story. Surely a sniper with a terminal illness can't be a big ask out of 343 million. Well, guess what? You are now finding out, and Andrew, you are going to go without as well. But we love you. We miss you.
So you know, getting back to Ilhan Omar for a moment,
let's do it.
She's under investigation by the DOJ. There was actually an investigation of her that began under the Biden administration.
I just looked at your computer and saw Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that. It's 20 years ago, so like a 20-year thing, the Napoleon Dynamite thing.
It's fucking the worst movie ever.
But on Fox News, they're talking about Ilhan Omar. And it has been exposed now that Ilhan Omar's husband investment firm, which skyrocketed their net worth to $30 million, has no clients and zero record of them managing money. They say they do work in 80 nations operating in. There's no SEC registration for them as investment advisors. This increasingly looks sketchy, both the winery and the investment firm. The winery may not exist. And I saw a breakdown on the winery.
Oh, I meant to pull something up about
the net value of the winery went from $5,000 to $5 million in 1 year.
Yeah.
But apparently, I guess the website is shut down. There's actually no physical winery at the address listed for it. And you can't order any wine online. You can't get it. Let me see. It's amazing how people can go to Congress, become these entrepreneurs and investing geniuses. She had under $1,000 in net worth. Her husband didn't have that much, and now they're multimillionaires.
Amazing.
So this is a segment that was on Fox News with Steve Forbes, and they were talking about Biden's Department of Justice was investigating her finances and back in 2024. So, this is not just a Donald Trump thing, looking at Ilhan Omar.
Oh,
I mean, this is...
Everyone wants to put it on Donald Trump, but there was so much shit going on I mean, go all the way back to Clinton, all the way through, and then you had a lull, and then fucking Obama hits, and then all of a sudden it skyrockets like this. But yeah, it's Donald Trump's fault that all this shit's happening.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, fucking Tim Walz can't handle his own goddamn state and says, "Well, I'm not running again." The wording that he put because it was kind of like a double fake. I'm not running again, but he could be elected.
Oh, Tim Walz,
but he could be elected to the Senate.
Yeah.
Now, if that fucking happens,
well, there's a rumor out there now because Amy Klobuchar apparently wants to run for governor in Minnesota, and
they're going to do a flip flop.
Yeah, there's a rumor out there that Tim Walz will be appointed to her seat.
Yes,
while she runs for governor of Minnesota.
I just heard that today. I mean,
it's just sick.
So I'm gonna play this video.
All right, what's going on here?
This is out of Minnesota. A gun shop owner talking about safety and everything that's going on in the streets of Minnesota right now.
Everybody seems to come in and say, are people buying guns to protect themselves from ICE? And it's just the opposite. Not a single person is coming to me and say, I need to get a gun to protect myself in my home because I'm afraid these federal agents are going to bang in my door.
Yeah.
The vast majority of people coming in saying, I need self-defense because the lawlessness that's happening around these ICE operations and the things that are happening outside of all this going on is what's really gotten people interested in exploring their Second Amendment rights for self-defense. When we teach our class, we teach a concealed carry, meaning we don't want you to carry it open because we don't want you to have that attention. I hate to see the lawlessness. I'm for the letter of law. I'm pro law enforcement, and I hate to see people being afraid or not willing to stand up and say that. I think this will all feed out. Unfortunately, it's a painful experience, and people have suffered through that process. And I'd like to see that just come to an end.
Yeah, so people want guns not to protect themselves from ICE, but to protect themselves from all the lunatics, who are out there surrounding ICE and doing all that crazy shit in the street.
And it's. I mean, I've talked to around where I work, just asking, like, people ask me questions, and my opinion and whatever, and I'm obviously very diplomatic and while I'm at work, how I feel. But I also know who I'm talking to and whether people have guns or not. And they're like, they start coming in here, like, we're all about getting the illegals out. We don't want anybody illegal here. We want everybody to be legit. Let ICE come in. That's fine. I mean, and the chances of it coming to our region, I don't know. I mean, it's potential. It's obviously going to happen in Springfield, from what I've heard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the news stories on that are coming out today.
Oh, the Haitian.
They're talking all these innocent Haitian immigrants. Oh my God! Look. If the bottom line is, and we ran the numbers last time we were on the podcast about how the error rate of American citizens getting arrested is like 0.0064%. And that's about the same percentage you have, the same chance of getting arrested by mistake from ICE as you do from getting hit by lightning. So you have about those about the same odds.
Yeah.
So all this nonsense is that it could happen to anyone. It is complete bullshit. Let me shift gears here now, because you had that video up a second ago from what's going on in Virginia. I think Virginia is going to be going to before long be another hotspot. Let me just read you a couple of headlines here from stories in Virginia, and then we'll hit this video about what's going on there as it relates to taxes. Virginia Democrats want schools to push state-enforced homosexuality. Democrats' unconstitutional gun bill would jail law-abiding Virginians. So they have a gun bill in Virginia, and they're going to go back and retroactively make illegal, certain magazines, certain kinds of weapons. So people who own these things are going to become outlaws because they'll be in possession of these things that were legal before. I guess they'll have a chance to turn it in. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Virginia Democrats debut a bill to prohibit ICE at polling places. So they want fraud to be able to continue during their elections. And this one, Virginia Democrats, and this is all under the recently elected Abigail Spanberger, who's just a hardcore leftist. And so Virginia Democrats now seek to double their own pay. All right, the ones in elective office there, the lawmakers in Virginia, as they raise taxes. So they're raising taxes on everyone else. And the lawmakers there are seeking to double their own pay. And so I found this clip of a local news report there in Virginia. And the guy is talking about all the different taxes, all the new taxes. That's not this guy. It's the other guy. This guy. Okay. All the different taxes. I mean, and listen to the list that this guy lays out of all the new taxes coming to Virginia. So if you live in Virginia, man, I feel sorry, very, very sorry for you. But you elected these people.
Yeah.
And, listen to this. And I've never seen anything like this.
And our buddy Pappas says elections mean consequences.
This is a straight news report here, too.
Here's a list of the many tax increases and proposals Democrats in Virginia are considering passing. They include additional local sales tax in all Virginia counties and cities, new personal property tax on electric leaf blowers and electric landscaping equipment, large employer tax, gun and ammunition tax, new income tax brackets, a delivery tax. This would hit you if you make an order on Amazon, Uber Eats, or an order that includes UPS, FedEx delivery, etc. here in Northern Virginia. There's also a tax they're looking at for events.
An event tax, concert tax,
income tax, storage facility tax, gym membership tax, dog walking tax, dog grooming tax, counseling tax, digital personal property tax, new car taxes and highway use fees, an increase in the hotel tax here in Arlington, statewide speed cameras. Now, these aren't taxes, but they would include more fines for some.
God, I wish I took notes on that one.
Dry cleaning tax, home repair tax,
vehicle repair tax.
Pappas.
They should really be listening to their constituents a lot more because these tax increases are going to hurt those who are struggling the most.
Republicans are blasting Virginia Democrats' tax proposals, asking what happened to all their talk about affordability.
They did campaign on affordability, and right now, right out of the gate, that's been the last thing that we've seen. That's been the focus.
7 News is waiting for a response from Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger and leadership in the state Senate and the House of Delegates on how this would make life more affordable for you. We'll put their responses on our homepage, WJLA.com. Reporting in Arlington, Nick Minoff, 7 News.
How about that? I mean, that's a straight news report right there. And the dude is laying out that list. I mean, could you keep up with all those new taxes?
Yeah.
That guy was laying out event tax, concert tax, tax on dry cleaning, a tax. So I guess if you have some repair work done to your home and you pay someone to do it, you pay a tax on top of that. Does that sound right?
Well, I was trying. I wanted to make a list out of it. Gun and ammunition tax.
Yeah, I mean the guy's got the whole list right there.
They had a social media tax.
Yeah, and one said digital property tax. What is digital property? What is that?
That's
how do you define that?
That's somebody way bigger than I am to be able to figure that out.
I have no idea what that means.
But I was sitting there looking. I'm a little bit frustrated because it didn't seem like it was. I don't know if you guys saw the video out there because, like, on our screen here, I did not see that video.
It didn't play?
Well, no, like they're commenting on it. I just didn't see it.
All right. That's a lot of taxes, though.
StreamYard's changing a lot of shit, so I'm trying to figure this shit out.
These are all new taxes.
Yeah,
in Virginia,
and there were a shit ton of them.
and they ran on the whole idea.
It's
of
literally if you want
affordability.
It's literally if you want to fart, you have to fucking. That's 25 cents. Sorry, put it in a jar. Like that. That's the way that seems. Like there are so many.
Yeah.
And I'll just say Aggie in Ohio podcast tax. Yeah, we'll have to pay a tax on that too. So I'll be reaching out to you for money.
Virginia Democrats want to teach school children to affirm gay and transgender propaganda.
Let me ask you
as part of its new inclusive history proposal.
Did you guys see any of that video? Oh yeah, it's fucking like way delayed on our end. Okay, cool. All right, awesome.
A bill proposed by whatever Democrat this is would require history and social study courses taught at public schools. It would require the push the contribution, perspectives, and experiences of historically marginalized communities, including racial and ethnic minorities, immigrants, refugees, women, individuals with disabilities, individuals who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, individuals from various socioeconomic status, individuals from various religious backgrounds, and any other group of individuals that the Board of Education deems appropriate. The Virginia Board of Education would be charged to adopt and enforce the policy which the bill states is necessary to affirm such communities and promote a more holistic understanding of history. The new propaganda would need to be pushed across curricula. All textbooks and instructional material would be required to advance the left-wing narrative, including specific materials for observances such as Black History Month, Women's History Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, Asian American, Pacific Islander Heritage Month, Disability History and Awareness Month, and LGBTQ History Month. So Virginia is going to go all in on all, I mean, as DEI as you can possibly get it. Now, I would certainly hope that someone, when they go to address their school board, dial up this video. This is a great video. We spent a lot of time, and we've had our own little drama playing out with our own local school board.
Trying to figure.
God, I wish you would run for the school board here in Forest Hills.
Who, me?
Yeah,
I'm going to.
Good.
I'm trying to find the video you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, this one?
No, not that one. Keep going.
Jesus Christ.
You had it up there.
Oh,
yeah, this guy.
That guy.
Watch this guy address the school board, and I would just. I mean,
I'm waiting until I retire to do it, but yeah.
Yeah, this is. I wish a lot of people would address their local school board. This guy's fantastic. And how about the fucking hanging down things on this dude?
Good evening, cowards. A bunch of fat, ugly women. What? What? They're fat, ugly women is what they are. Let's talk about it. You don't have to buy. It's called free speech. Buy. And we wonder why children are retarded stupid today. We wonder why. We wonder why when we have these pathetic people here called teachers rape the children's mind. That's why you people don't have the brains to see this is hurting children of the future who are going to grow up and be just as dumb as you people. You know, cowards, a bunch of fat, ugly.
Oh man,
not wrong.
I love that guy.
Not wrong, and I wish
I
wish we had that with Andrew in studio.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm going to be.
I can see Pappas making a speech like that.
I'll be very. Yeah, I mean, I've watched him do it at trustees meetings. Maybe not to that extent, but he got his point across, and he's
Sure
real, and he's real, and that's why I like him. Like, he's real. I mean, not everybody is gonna. He's not a warm fuzzy. He's not a warm fuzzy guy.
Yeah. But he's
Where,
right.
but
he's,
you know where
like,
you stand.
He's like, these kids are going to grow up to be as dumb and as stupid as you are.
So here's the thing. All these school boards, all of these school boards, and I'm not even pulling it local. I'm going to go a little bit local here for a second, but all of the school boards across the country are doing this. And you need somebody like that goes and there's a better way to come across to get your point. I get it, but I like what he did. But I'm going to tell you that the people that you fucking vote in who are supposedly smarter than you and whatever and know everything else, I'm telling you, in my little small nest that I'm in, have had multiple fucking issues in the last couple weeks, and we will be going to the fucking school board to fucking deal with some shit. And but then I see this Facebook post today for National School Board Day. By the way, if you weren't aware, it's National School Board Day. So everybody gets recognized. Not sure if you were aware of that.
Today is National School Board Day?
Apparently.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either. And guess what? People that just got elected in who have never served a day as a school board member got recognized.
Good for them.
But we've had a bunch of...
I guess getting elected is probably just, is good enough, I guess.
Right. But we've had a bunch of fucking issues in my little realm that, we'll see how good that fucking National School Board Day is. Fuck off. Go eat a bag of dicks because you haven't done shit yet. And that goes across the fucking country. Like Andrew always says, elections, bring consequences. Yeah. You figure it out. Make sure who you're voting for. But yeah. And I'll tell you when we get off air. I'll tell you what's going on. But it's just fucking funny. I see that and I'm like, are you shitting me? And then this guy, when you sent me that video, I'm like, this is fucking
fantastic.
Perfect.
The guy's great.
You fat, ugly. That's going to be me. That's going to be me when I'm retired. I'm going to just stand up and just start yelling at people. Here, hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. We're going to send a shout out to our buddy Murph real quick, and then we'll be right back.
Hi, everyone. Dan Carroll here. Time to tell you about a great new sponsor for the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. It's Murphy Engraving. Murphy Engraving is the place to go for your business, industrial, and personal engraving needs. Take a look at the Murphy Engraving page on Facebook, and you're going to see all kinds of unique items that really seem to take on a life of their own because they've been customized with an image, a name, or a logo, and all of it just really beautifully done. The acrylic sports awards that light up are especially creative and very cool. The customized bottles of bourbon, those are my personal favorite. And wait till you see what they can do with items that are made out of wood. The next time you want to recognize someone special or you're looking for that one-of-a-kind gift, you'll be glad you checked out Murphy Engraving. And a bonus, you're supporting a local family-owned business run by brothers Brian and Kevin, who is a lifetime firefighter and Air Force vet. At Murphy Engraving, they turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, and at Murphy Engraving, we are American-made.
I find it every time I'm like, and we are American-made. You guys can't hear us when that happens, but every time it finishes up, I love it. Let's see. Oh, I had one or two. Oh, this one was a funny one. I know Dan is searching as well there. Oh, hey, so obviously
in Philadelphia,
there's a shit ton of fucking weather going around. And the fun one to kind of tail out on. But I saw this, and it's funny for us, not funny for this guy. But obviously there was a snowmageddon that swathed the country from Texas all the way up to Maine.
I hear we're supposed to get more, too.
I think we're supposed to get some more.
Great.
And this fucking guy, although, like, I love how exciting he is in his job.
He loves his job.
Until he didn't have it. Because I did see the follow-up where this guy is no longer employed.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Well, and you can't do this shit.
Okay. He's having fun though.
Your car look like this. Just go ahead back in the house. Just go in the house. Ain't no need for you to be outside today. If I can't drive, you can't drive.
You bitches can't
That
drive.
is hilarious.
Happy snow day.
Happy snow day, motherfucker.
You tear up. Allegheny don't need to go nowhere. House. Go in the house. Go in the house.
I mean,
Go in the house. Stay in the house.
I mean, if you didn't give a fuck, I mean, that's a perfect reason to not give a fuck. I
Hey,
guess.
the snow we had, I had a 3-foot wall of snowplow shit like that in front of my driveway. I had to dig it out, and everyone on my street had to dig it out too.
But
Pain in the ass.
I will say, I guarantee you the plow drive, because all you motherfuckers on your street park on the street.
Yeah, park on the street. That's what happens.
And guess what? You did it. You fucked around. And you found out. But that's this guy fucking going through, going, ha ha. Now, great, you're in Philadelphia and whatever. You've got on-street parking. We live in the safe confines of a suburb where you could pull fucking cars into a fucking driveway, pull it up in your fucking yard.
Can't get them all up the street, but
you can pull it up in your fucking yard.
pretty much, yeah. Well,
so don't bitch. You can't bitch about parking on the street when you have the ability to get it off the street and then just fucking throw it in reverse and get the fuck out, Terry.
that guy was enjoying creating misery for others, though.
He totally was.
I mean,
And
that
guess
was
what?
brutal.
He is no longer employed. He is no longer employed.
That was brutal.
That's some savage shit.
Stay in the house.
Well, guys, we'll get back with you. We'll figure out when we're going again. I have no idea. I don't know when Andrew comes back in, and I don't know what your schedule
I hope
is.
he doesn't fall through the ice.
We're usually pretty good, or we try to be pretty good about getting at least a day out, the next podcast out, but we always suck at it. So stick around for Instagram, podcast, or Facebook, and we'll let you know when the next podcast is coming in. We'll figure out his schedule.
Stay warm out there.
When Pappas is here, and everybody be safe and stay warm.
It's nice because